Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Paul from 12 Stones, and you're hanging out with me and Ryan on Ethereal Metal.
Hey everyone, this is Ryan with Ethereal Metal, and I'm going to be joined today by Paul McCoy, longtime vocalist of 12 Stones. If you don't know them, you got to check them out. You also know his voice from Evanescence's Grammy-winning "Bring Me to Life," a song that, to be honest, myself included, we've all played one too many times in the car, the shower, or on repeat at 2 a.m. Paul, thanks so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
It's my absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, awesome. So before we begin, I wanted to ask, Super Bowl Sunday is coming up, and I read you guys a while back. Always used to bring a football on the bus and toss around while on tour. So tell me this: on a scale from perfect spiral to oops, that almost hit the soundboard, how good are you with your NFL skills these days?
Man, I can probably still throw a solid seven. I probably throw a 6, 7, 5.
Nice, there you go.
I can still sling it. I'm not, my shoulder's not what it used to be, but I think I could
Right,
probably
right.
still get it down the field pretty good.
Very cool, man. Awesome. So I wanted to jump right in. It's been since 2020, Smoke and Mirrors Volume 1 EP that we last heard a new 12 Stones material. So now we have Golden Child, which feels like a fresh chapter. What made this the moment where you felt it was time to come back with a new single?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't really know if we knew it was the right time or not. We just kind of
Yeah,
this is where we are in our phases. I had a health scare. I was working in a restaurant. I'd kind of stopped worried about music for a long time, and
yeah.
I just kind of gotten into the habit of working and spending my energy for someone else. And then my guitar player and my wife both talked me into thinking for myself and taking back the things that I meant to do and the things that I love to do. And
Absolutely.
so
Yeah.
my buddy Scott Bartlett from the band Saving Abel reached out to me and said, "Hey, I heard you're maybe thinking about getting back into it." So he invited John and I to come do an acoustic tour with him, and really got us, feeling like, all right, maybe we need to dive back in and pull the
Nice.
amps
That's awesome.
out and get loud. So yeah, that's just a happy place for us right now is to finally feel like we can kind of put out music that we're proud of.
Most definitely, man. That's awesome. Cool. And once you got back into it, did it feel like no time had passed at all, or did it kind of take a minute to get back into the groove?
I think writing wise, no, I feel like we've kind of always written this way. I have.
Sure.
Um, but as far as the playing and like learning about the music industry today versus when we were last like really headstrong into it, because I've never really done the business side of this at all. I've always just been, before I got sober, I was always just, going through life just trying to tell me where I got to be and all this. And now
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out algorithms and release dates and stream counts and man, I remember you just plugging in, turning it up to 11 and getting loud.
Right. And
So
that's it. Just crank it. Yep.
yeah,
Cool, man. So you said about the song that it's about clinging to a memory of someone. Uh, sorry, it's about clinging to a memory of who someone was, not who they've become. Was that something that kind of crept up on you over time, or did it hit all at once when you started writing?
for these type of things, a lot of times the lyrics kind of come to me when they choose to come. It's one of those things where I might have a piece of music for 10, 15 years, and I don't really know what melody or what lyrics to throw into it, and then one day I could be listening to it and it just happens. So
Nice.
I tend to let it happen organically like that if it comes out, instead of sitting here trying to force feed it and make it rhyme and do all these things. I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
like
yeah.
wait until I feel like the music is helping me find something to say.
Cool, man. And did writing again bring back any clarity for you personally, or did it raise more questions?
Honestly, I think it's a good form of therapy for me. Is to, I
Yeah.
have ADHD and every other thing you can think of, and so my mind never stops. I'm a million miles an hour. So
Always spinning.
yeah, so
Right there
slowing
with
it
you.
down
Yep.
and being able to write and form complete thoughts. Like I have notebooks all over my studio here, and it's
Nice.
just it's just everyone like I'll find it and I'll scribble it down. So yeah, I think that writing again it helps me calm this crazy chaos between my ears.
Nice, man. That's cool. Um, One thing 12 Stones has always done really well is evolve without chasing whatever the scene is doing that specific year. When you hear Golden Child next to your earlier catalog, what feels different and what feels intentionally the same?
I feel like we've always just tried to. I'm old school, so I like to do three chords in a dream. You know what I mean? We're not try to
Yeah.
get too fancy, too crazy
Yep.
with it.
Yep.
I think a good song and a good melody doesn't have to be crazy. You know, intricate on the instrumentation and stuff.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
know I'm in the KISS method. You know, keep it simple, stupid.
That's it. Yeah.
That's the method that my
Yeah,
dad
man.
raised me on. You know, so
Cool. Yep.
I still carry that along with us.
Nice. Was there anything you consciously avoided during this song?
Anytime I'm writing, I try not to listen to too much current music because I don't want
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
lost in the sauce. And I'll be honest with you, I put the pro in procrastinate, so I'm always late to the party. So even if I was trying to copy something that was today relevant, man, I'm gonna hit you with some like Ace of Base. I'm that far behind, you know. So
Nice.
it takes me a little time to get caught up sometimes, but yeah,
Nice.
I try to avoid force feeding it. You know, I don't want to just be
Yeah.
like, oh, well, we
Yeah.
need to have a song, we got to do this, and it's like I've waited long enough. We can wait a little longer. If it's not ready, if
Nice.
you know, if the cake's not ready, it's not ready.
A sacred bond we can't replace. Such a bitter taste.
And also now with the announcement that you signed with Judge and Jury, it feels less like a traditional label move and more like a creative alliance. How did working with Howard Benson and Neil Sanderson shape the process compared to how 12 Stones has worked in the past, or has it not changed at all?
I mean, as far as the creation of the song, nothing's really changed. It's kind of the same process that I've always gone with. I write music first, and then try to come up with the right story and the right melody. But working with Howard Benson is just a legend. I got to go work with him in his home studio.
Oh,
He's
that's
the
awesome.
nicest guy ever. His entire team is just flawless, top to bottom. You know, I can
Nice.
name
Cool.
all the guys, but you know, it's I have here in my home studio. I have Howard Benson vocal plugins. That's what I record all my home
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
demos on. So I told him I was like, you know,
Yeah.
I use your plugins. And he's like, well, that's what we use here too. And I'm like, that makes sense. That would, you know, why make a plugin
Very cool.
you're not going to believe in and use yourself. So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
um,
Yeah, man. Cool.
always a learning experience with guys like that.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Now, did you feel like that collaboration pushed you in any unexpected directions?
I think any of those type of situations make you want to be better. You know, you want to make sure you're good enough. You know, you don't want to go in front of Howard Benson with a dud. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think it makes my anxiety a little higher than normal, which it's impressive if you can do that. But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I think it definitely tightened the screws up and made sure that we came out swinging and that we put our best foot forward there.
Nice. And so, speaking of coming out swinging, you're actually going to be taking this material kind of into a different space with the acoustic tour that's coming up. What does stripping these songs down reveal that a full volume rock set sometimes might hide?
I mean, again with the keep it simple, stupid. We
Yeah.
don't we try to write songs that sound good in any format or that are palatable in any format. So
Nice.
a lot of our songs, we if they're too heavy, we've found a way to adapt and you know kind of evolve the music so that it can translate. And then we play a lot more of the deep cuts on the acoustic run.
Yeah, for sure.
It's John and I, and we go out there and we play everything from every record, a little bit of every bit of it. So it's a
Nice.
cool little. Normally our live shows are pretty insane. I jump
Yeah.
around and scream a
Yeah, yeah.
lot and eyes rolling back in my head. But the acoustic show is much slower speed, and we
That's
get to
cool,
kind
man.
of tell a
Nice.
little bit more of the stories behind the songs, and it's much more intimate,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
broken down feel.
That's cool, man. So you're talking about the back catalog as well. Are there any older songs that actually surprised you when rearranging them for acoustic?
You know what? Like, we have a version of Broken that my guitar player John came up with, and when we did the
Yeah.
acoustic tour with Scott Bartlett, we were we were rehearsing and getting ready, and he showed me, it, and I was like, "Oh, and now we have to record that." Like, it's that's
Yeah.
cool because it's Broken's a little bit, you know, faster paced song, and it's got a lot of screaming in it,
So that's
especially
screaming.
towards
Yeah, yeah.
the end. So we were able to move it around, and man, I might like it equally as much as the original, the
That's
new
cool,
one.
man. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then after that, you've got the shows coming up with Powerman 5000 starting in April. What's the first thing you think about when prepping for a tour like this? And what kind of on the road antics or fun chaos should fans expect from you guys?
First thing I think about on a tour like this is cardio
No,
because
yeah, for
I
sure.
know that Powerman's going to bring it every night. There's also a band called Makes My Blood Dance.
Yeah, yep,
They're fun. They're going to bring it every night. So to me, it's the friendly competition and making sure that I have enough breath to get through. Because we're going to come out. We're swinging for it. You know what
you
I
got to
mean?
swim hard. Yeah,
We're not going to hit any acoustic songs on that tour. I promise you.
nice, cool. And you've always said that 12 Stones takes pride in the live show. After 25 years, what still gives you that moment of, yeah, this is why we do it feeling when you step onto a stage?
One person in the crowd that wants to be there. That's all it
Yeah,
takes for us. We've always said 5 or 5,000. That was always our motto.
yeah,
My
yeah,
plan is to leave bleeding or throwing up. You know, I want to give every bit of. You know, I played sports growing up, and
yeah,
I've always
yep.
had that competitive spirit to where I want to be able to sleep tonight knowing I put it all out there.
Laid it
So
all out.
yeah, and all my
Cool,
guys
man.
are the same way. We're genuinely still young at heart and passionate about music in general. So the fact that we have the opportunity to play these songs, we'll never take it for granted, and we'll swing for
100%.
it until they gotta lift me up there on my walker, you know, my tennis balls. I'll
You're still
still
going
be
to be up
trying.
there anyway.
I'll still be doing it. I promise you. I'll be headbanging
Awesome.
my way off the stage.
Yeah, man. That's cool. So I wanted to ask just very, very briefly. I've seen you join Evanescence at different occasions over the years, and then most recent, Louder Than Life,
Yep.
um, which marked the first time you performed Bring Me to Life with them since 2016. How did it feel to share the stage again in a moment like that?
It's massive. You know,
Yeah,
I'm eternally grateful to Amy and the entire team at Evanescence
sure.
uh, for everything. Obviously, in the beginning, I mean, I got to win one of these little fellows
There it
right
is.
here,
Yep.
so you know, I can't complain. I get to look at that every day, and I
Very
get a
cool.
lot of great memories from that time. But the fact that she was open and let me come out and share the stage with them in front of 80,000 people was next level. And 12 Stones
That'd
was
be awesome.
supposed to play there that morning, but we
Yeah.
were one of
Yep.
three bands that got rained out. It
Yeah.
rained for like 35 minutes right when we were supposed to play,
And then it
and
was
there were
yeah.
so many bands, it was just hard. So we
Yeah.
went from like, yeah, we're playing Louder Than Life to like the
Oh,
floor got ripped out from under us. We're not playing it, and then I
oh,
got to
dude.
get up and do that with them in front of 80,000 strong. So it was a memory I'll carry with me forever for sure.
That's amazing. That's really cool, man. Um, and did it bring back any particular memories from the early days when doing the song?
Yeah, it brought up a lot of pride. You know, I'm
Cool.
very again. I kind of joked my way into that gig.
Yeah, it was a quick thing for you, right?
Yeah, I they were you know it was their first song off their
Yep.
first album, so
Yep.
the record label, unbeknownst to me, I didn't know that there was any beef between the label and the band at that time,
Sure. Yeah.
but the label was trying to get a bunch of the big rap rock guys. I mean, this is 2002, so you know
Yeah.
everyone from Mike Shinoda
Mike Shinoda. Yeah.
to all the guys, you know, that are
Yep.
just great at that. And I just was like, well, if you can't find anybody famous to do it, I'll do it. And I
Yeah.
kind of just made the joke, you know. And then a few weeks
Yeah. Yeah.
later, I
Yeah.
got a phone call, and that's kind of what kicked it off. So it
That's
brought
cool.
back a
Nice.
lot of like, it made me feel good to know that I've been a part of some history. I mean, they just recently passed billion with a B
I was just saying it's
streams.
over a billion. Yep.
So that's something that I can check off a list I didn't know I had, you know.
That's awesome, man. Very cool. And I know fans take a moment like this. They always jump straight to, does that mean, that you're going to do new music together? But from your perspective, does that door feel creatively open now in a way that maybe it wasn't before?
Yeah, I mean, I've actually talked with Amy about the idea of not letting that be the last hurrah for us, but
Nice.
I also want it to be something that everybody's equally excited about.
Absolutely.
So
Yep.
if that was ever to line up, then I'd be more than honored to jump on another track, or even better, have her jump on a 12 Stone song.
Right. That would be awesome too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. You've been a part of songs that defined an era, and you're still moving forward. How has your definition of success changed from the early 2000s to now?
I mean, I don't know. I'm always still just a kid at heart. Like, I'm in my
Yeah.
mid 40s, but my brain still tells me I'm 22 every day. And
Right.
I'm just like, man, you can still go do this with all them young kids.
Yep. Yep.
But I'm just forever grateful. I love music. I love being able to call bands that I look up to my peers, and to have
Yeah.
made so many
Yeah.
friends, not only from other bands, but from people all over the world that just get to interact due to music. So
Nice.
I think that's success. I mean, I think most of the people I know that are in bands, we all still work other jobs. We all still have day jobs, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
uh, the fact that we get to do this, and we've made so many great memories over the years, it's like, yeah, I definitely don't do it for the money. So that wasn't never my version of success. It was never
Yeah.
money and any of that. So I'm fortunate enough that after 25 years, I still get to perform songs that I believe in wholeheartedly.
Absolutely. Very cool. So, with more new music planned for 2026, what do you want people to feel when they hear the next chapter of 12 Stones, whether it be nostalgia, surprise, or something entirely different?
I just want them to feel the raw emotions. You know what I mean? I want people
Yeah.
to understand that it's okay to feel not okay. You know what I mean? I think
100%. 100%.
I write my best when I'm in my darkest places. So
Yeah.
I've learned through, countless therapies and every other thing that, it doesn't matter what walk of life we are, we all struggle. And, somebody else could look up and be like, man, he's got it all. He's doing all these things. And then
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
don't know what's happening behind the scenes. So,
100%.
I guess that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah. As far as somebody, for me, music has always been super, like you were saying earlier, it's kind of like your own therapy session. It's very cathartic. I'm someone who deals with anxiety and some PTSD from some stuff that I went through. And music has always had that power for me. So I completely understand where you're coming from with that.
Absolutely. And I
Yeah.
say it at every live show too. Like, I thank people for joining me for therapy, because I mean, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs in the face
Right.
of friends and strangers, and
Yep.
I'm not being arrested for it. So, you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
I feel like that's a pretty good win. It's a good release. It's like the internal rage room, where you go
Yeah.
smash
Yeah. Of
everything with the
course.
bat.
Yep. Yep.
That's how I take that's what I do with myself during the shows. Is I'm emotionally in a rage room, and
You're just
I'm
in that rage room, smash something.
just
Yep.
letting it go. Yeah,
Cool, man.
absolutely.
Very cool. And do you feel like this next phase or this next chapter is more reflective or more fearless?
I think it's a little bit, honestly, a combination. It's like a fearless reflection. It's being okay in my own skin and realizing that, it doesn't always have to be puppies and rainbows, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Like,
Yep.
sometimes life sucks, and we just gotta grip up and go for it. So, I mean, to
Cool.
me,
Yeah.
I'm learning to just be okay with life as it is, and take the wins and take the small victories
Yep.
just as
And
good
just
as
let
the
them keep
big
building.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. So my final question I have for you, are you able to give us any kind of sneak peek as to what we can expect next for our next single?
I can't tell you the specifics, but I can tell you it does have a featured artist with us. So
Oh, very cool.
it is a collab, and I'm excited for it to hit. It will be a little over a month or so. I think we're gonna come out with that one. So
Oh, cool. So we're getting
and
close. Nice.
yeah, and then after that, I'm planning on hitting the studio pretty hard, and I've got an album's worth of material that I just need to
Nice.
work through here.
Cool, man.
Put the finishing touches on it, and then hopefully you just put a new album out by the end of the year.
Awesome. Very cool. Paul, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you sitting down with us, sharing your perspective on where 12 Stones has been and where you're headed next. Um, if you guys haven't heard Golden Child yet, you got to be sure to check it out. There's going to be a streaming link right below in the video description. Paul, thank you so much again.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Into it.